My name's Sarah M. Eden, and this is my book, Longing for Home. It tells the story of a young Irish woman, Katie Macaulay, who's come to America searching for a better life. She finds herself in the town of Hope Springs, a town torn by feud and hatred, and must decide between staying and helping the people she's come to care for, or returning home and finding the redemption she's always sought. My family comes from County Donegal, which is in the northwest part of Ireland. For generations, they lived in a tiny town called Cornagilla. It's so small and so remote, most people in Ireland have never even heard of it. They left Ireland at a time of land clearances. These were times when landowners would decide it was more profitable for them to remove the tenants from the land and use it in other ways. But because these tenants had no claim on anything, they were left homeless and penniless. Most of them flocked to the cities, where they were ill-prepared for the kind of jobs that were offered there. And some made what must have been a very difficult decision to leave Ireland altogether and start again somewhere else. And that's what my family did. They decided they were going to try America and see if it had more to offer. And that's what brought them here. I first fell in love with the romance genre over Jane Austen, like so many do. And that's really what she wrote. Romances that were very traditional, romances that were sweet, romances that focused on character growth and character interaction. And those were always the kind of romances I wanted to find. And so when I first started writing, that's what I wrote because it's what I was looking for. And I keep writing it because I hear over and over from readers who've had the same experience I did. Well, there are a few different things that I love about a romance novel. For one is the happily ever after. You know you're going to get it, you're promised that you're going to get it. Too often in life we pass through things that are tough, where there is no guaranteed happy ending, where we know things are hard. And to have a book that you can pick up and invest yourself in these characters and their lives and know it's going to turn out well in the end is in a lot of ways a relief from the stresses and the difficulties we face. It's very optimistic, which appeals to me. I think I'm a fairly optimistic person. Well, I think the most important thing for a writer is to read. And so that would be my first bit of advice. Read as much as you can. Read everything that you can, even outside of the genre you're thinking of writing, because it builds your storytelling ability. For me, I want to be able to just keep writing the romances that I love. I love historicals, but I'm enjoying exploring different time periods. I've written a lot set in Regency England. I've fallen in love with the American West, and that's where I'm focusing a lot of my writing right now. I've recently become enamored of writing short fiction, so I've been doing a lot of that. I hope mostly just to keep busy. Oddly enough, I really wish there were a way to let Jane Austen read the books that I've written. I feel like she invented this genre. She's the mother of the romance genre and really created this whole industry and the books that we write. And I'd love to hear from her that she likes where I've gone with it and what I've done with the love she gave me of these kind of stories.